When my parents moved to Marblehead in 1972, what they really wanted was to find a house that was directly on the water. And they looked long and hard and they found this house, which they fell in love with. Its location, its nearness to the water, and with a lot of lawn behind it. And it was just absolutely the perfect thing. My mother particularly was in heaven. And that's why they specifically chose this house as their dream house.
I mean, it's beautiful. First of all, I mean, it's on the couldn't pick a better location as far as where it sits, and as far as the size of the lot and what you can do with it.
I think the thing you see in the beginning is a tennis court. And that's really cool, especially if you play tennis. And then you see this huge lawn and an absolutely beautiful garden with a stone wall in the background.
It looks like a magnificent piece of property from the front, but once you get through the front door,
And you have 260 degrees of water and expanse and rocks and a big patio and a seawall, and it's just, Boston is down on your right and you can see that so clearly.
the wow factor is incredible.
There were 18 grandchildren, 5 children, 18 grandchildren, so 30 to 35 people together in that house, around that house. And it was a constant, just a constant in and out, on the tennis court, in the kayaks, on the motorboat, on the rocks, on the patio, in the most beautiful living room ever, family gatherings around the longest table you ever saw. And honestly, that brought us together and kept us together for all that time.
What would you say to a potential buyer of the house in Marblehead? Why buy that house, that property, over maybe some of the others that are on the market?
It's a magnet. It's a property people want to come to. Whether it's friends, family, people are going to come. You're not going to be able to get them out of your house. It's going to be a ton of fun, and you're going to have a lot of friends for a long time.
It's a special place.
It is a sailing community. Everybody here loves the water, loves fishing, lobstering, and swimming and tubing and water skiing.
And boating, I mean, it's so ingrained in the culture. When you drive around in October and everyone has a boat in their driveway. Marblehead is such a historic town. Everyone here has a sense of pride in not just being an American and not just being from New England and not just being from Boston.
To see the Constitution sailing directly by your house on the way to Marblehead Harbor was just something that nobody will ever forget. Everything is quite close, so the children really at an early age are able to get themselves from place to place on their bikes or even walking.
It's easy to get to Boston. It's real simple. Just quick road in, and Wilkes-Barre is easy to get to Red Sox games.
And there's something about reaching the causeway and going over the causeway and knowing that you're on the neck and the city's behind you. It is absolutely the best place to be. Nobody wants to leave this town. It's just awesome.
I think people, once you walk on that property and walk around it, you kind of, there's something quite mystical about it, actually.
It's been a home for a while for a lot of people, and it's ready to be one for somebody else again.
And I'm just looking forward to having a new neighbor who will love it, as we did.